already done like commercials and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I thought that part was pretty dope, but for the most part, you know, I was uninterested. But I will say that the internet has been killing Bernie Sanders' ass.
Yeah, I've been seeing
Oh
150
my
of them
God.
damn news.
Damn, they killing Bernie, man. Bernie was fucking frozen out there at that damn inauguration, man. So that shit was.
But he was there. He's a fucking soldier.
He showed up.
He's a soldier.
Was y'all surprised Trump didn't show to the inauguration?
No.
Why the fuck would he?
He said that he wasn't going to show up. That
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
He barely accept that he lost. You think he gonna go to an event for the person? Plus he have to look at all of the presidents that he can't stand. He can't stand them. Well, except for Jimmy.
He burned so many bridges politically. His ass was never going to that shit.
Yeah,
especially what he did in like some of the shit he did in the last 60 days was like, he did some. People won't realize, like, bro, there's gonna be movies made about this shit. Books will be written, movies will be made, and only then are people gonna see it and be like, holy shit.
Yeah. Did y'all see his response to his 1776 response? It was supposed to be okay. I don't know. You guys have heard of the 1619 project, right? That the New York Times did. So right. So his 1776 was supposed to be a response. Yeah. Right, and in there he does a real slick way of basically like justifying slavery and the fact that Africans were 3/5 of the population, and he puts it in there, and no one is noticing it.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go and check that out.
Yeah, obviously he doesn't say it outright, but he's basically saying in there that slavery was necessary. Well, the 3/5, the idea of 3/5 was a necessary compromise, and it wasn't that bad. So 3/5 is better than nothing, basically.
I mean, I'm not surprised. He's a
wait a minute. Hold on a second. With his own words, he said the 3/5 compromise was necessary. I don't think anybody
thinks that he wrote this, but it's his administration's response to the 1619 project. Yeah.
I'm still surprised that people get surprised about Trump. He's the prototype of American white man.
He's
an American white man.
Listen, I'll be honest. I'm not surprised at anything. But one thing that raises my eyebrow is how, just for whatever reason, like if anyone else did that, motherfuckers would be talking a bunch of shit and being up in arms. But even amongst black and brown people, he be getting passes for certain shit. But if other people do that shit, so I don't know if people are just numb, but like, I don't know, it's just funny. I find it funny.
I'm still one of them people where like, yo, just when I think two things, he's off into the wind and everybody's done with him, he's not. And then the second thing is because I lived all my life just to think that politicians at some point at least play the game. Like they fuck up, but then they fall back in line. You feel what I'm saying? I just be thinking,
Trump is not a politician.
I know
that's what everybody fails to understand. He's not a politician. He never was. But shout out to Michelle though. She was looking real good. Holla at me, Miss Obama. But we got a motherfucking podcast to get into, y'all. No, Michelle did look real nice. I don't mean no disrespect. You just look real, very nice, Michelle. Very soft, very, chocolate. You know what I'm saying? But you with the Arrogant Underdog podcast. You got Dion the MVP, Hollywood fucking Vic in the Christmas sweater. You got Chief Rocker, a.k.a. Booty, a.k.a. Reverend No Good, and myself, Chris G. What's going on with y'all tonight, man?
Man, shit.
Ladies and gents, it's a fucked up weather night out here. I think it's sprinkling and shit.
Raining. Yeah, it's raining here too.
Well, believe it or not,
it's only 61 degrees.
It's actually snowing in Las Vegas, not in the valley.
Fucking freezing over here, man.
In the mountains.
I'm about to say, nigga, it ain't snowing out there.
It's cold here. We hit 61. That's it.
Damn.
It's uncomfortable.
It's 30 out here.
This ain't no West Coast weather. See what happened? Biden get elected and the shit just turned dark, stormy. I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
Snowing in Vegas.
That is a bad omen around this motherfucking parts. I don't like it.
But glad to be here with y'all. Happy to be here with y'all.
Of course, of course.
I don't think anybody was surprised though that Trump didn't go to the inauguration. I don't think anybody expected him to go. But he did some shit before he left. Besides for his 1776 response, he pardoned your boy, Lil Wayne, Chris.
The GOAT, back.
The old Detroit mayor, Kilpatrick, the one that took all the money from the.
Oh, he pardoned him?
He pardoned him. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. But you know what? On some levels, it was the right thing to do. It was the right thing to do. I can understand why he pardoned him. One, they're both in politics and they tend to stick in that arena. And two, his sentence was excessive. I think it was. I mean, what he did was wrong, but
I agree.
I think he got sentenced for it was like 25 years or something.
Yeah, 25 years, they said.
Crazy mess. So I felt like that was a bit. How much time did he actually do? Do you guys know?
I'm not sure.
He's been in there probably maybe 5 or 6 years, I believe.
Yeah, that's what they said on 5. Yeah, but shit, I mean, I'm tripping off the other. I can understand that one, but
me too.
Lil Wayne and people was talking shit about Lil Wayne for taking a picture to endorse him.
Did he say anything about where that came from?
And the lawyer just made a comment. Lil Wayne's lawyer thanking him from the pardon, but that it. They didn't say where it came from.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Where what came from?
Like why? Like what made him pardon Lil Wayne? And
Lil Wayne showed him love on the public stage, and Lil Wayne took them slugs. So he was like, "Yo, my dude, you looked out for me when the election was popping, even though I didn't win. Trump kept it gangster with him. He was like, yo, he looked out, he repped for me, I'm repping for him. It's quite gangster to do that shit.
That was bullshit. I'm sorry, that was bullshit.
I ain't mad at that. I'm definitely not mad at that. That shit was gangster.
That was goat shit right there. That just solidified his goatness. You got the president to pardon you on a gun charge.
Is Kodak Black the go-to then?
I mean, hey.
Because he was handing them shit out like candy, bro. He wasn't the only rapper, guy.
I was real surprised at Harry O. That's what I was really surprised at. Even though Snoop reached out to Trump. Snoop reached out to Trump to have that happen.
Because they were just throwing him shit, and he's like, fuck it. I'm out of here anyway. Who else?
Hey,
Who else? He was wilded.
He did part of Joe Exotica.
He did who?
Joe Exotica. They said because it was a rumor that he was supposed to pardon him. So Joe Exotica actually sent a limo up there. He had a stretch limo way, did everything. Thinking he was
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's
right. He didn't pardon him.
He didn't pardon him.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hey. It wasn't white boy night on the pardon train. Sorry, my mind. Sorry, my mind.
But what would he gain from that, though? That's what I don't understand. I understand the way, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. I get that, but I mean, these other artists wasn't doing too much lobbying. They were locked up. I mean, how much can they do?
A lot of them wrote letters. Don't you have to write a letter or fill out some sort of like request form or something like that? If I'm not mistaken. I know they issued Kilpatrick's letter, and he was like telling Trump like how he's been doing such a good job and he's so different and blah blah blah. So I just assume they all had to do that.
I'll tell you who didn't get pardoned. Any motherfuckers that was talking shit about Trump because he petty like that.
No, that's why I was surprised. But that's why I was surprised. But that's why I was surprised he pardoned Harry O because Snoop was going at Trump for a while. So then Troop went, asking for his help. So I was kind of surprised at that. I thought he would be petty and say no just because he asked him. But I mean, I guess, no.
I'm going to tell you right now, them motherfuckers, he's just copping that 2024 vote, son. But we'll save that for another time.
That's if his ass don't go to jail.
Look.
He ain't going into jail. He knows where the bodies are buried.
The woman who was one of Jay-Z's partners, she got pardoned also. And aren't her charges from back in the 90s, right?
Yeah, that was just removing it off her record.
Yeah, she get a I think Jay-Z and her get a bad rap for working together. Like people jump on her for being a snitch. And people jump on him for working with her. But I'm like, it's not like they're selling cocaine. They're This is. I mean, what the fuck?
Nah, bruh. Don't give her no cap.
What would be the purpose to pardon her after all of these years for somebody who doesn't likely need it? Unless, like, what would be the purpose?
No, she does need it because it's like wiped off her record. Like she was on parole, she was on probation, like she still had, so all that's gone. So it's like off of her record. She doesn't ever have to deal with that shit again. Yeah. Like she had basically it's like she had restrictions. Like if she wanted to go certain places, she had to check in. Now she ain't never got to check in again the rest of her life. So what he did is, there's a lot of people who had leverage on her because of that. They got fucked. They lost all their leverage on her. So right now, like that should help her a lot.
What he did is
not on Facebook though.
What he did is what he did his whole term. Besides piss everybody else off, black people, brown people, and shit, he pissed white people off. He been pissing white people off his entire term, and he went out pissing more white people off.
That's right. That's a fact.
I see the.
I'm trying to understand what like somebody like her would need a pardon for. Like if you're a millionaire, right? You have lots of money. Then what? Like what do you?
Like she probably couldn't. She probably couldn't. She probably couldn't enter certain countries.
Yeah. Well, there was a rumor that she's into real estate investing, so they thought that maybe he did it because Kushner needs her to be able to do something that you can't do. Yeah.
Possibly. It's always something behind. I mean, she was a federal informant, so.
Yeah.
Listen, she owes him. Trump walk up in there and he's getting whatever fucking favors he wants. So he's opening up all sorts of lanes with a bunch of new people that all owe him the ultimate favor. I mean, you pardon me, fucker. I already know in my mind, like, God damn, this motherfucker.
I gotta pay. Yeah, exactly. He wants something.
Shit, that's the ultimate come up, the ultimate favor. So he
usually does.
He's washing all sorts of money.
He's going. Biden's in. Inauguration has happened, and people are being pretty rude to Vice President Harris. Why?
Oh my God.
Why? So I just kind of feel like as a black woman, we can't have shit. Like
hold on.
If we're shaking our ass, that's bad. If we do the things the right way, we're corny. If we go to our roots, we're pandering. If you can become vice president, people don't say, well, I disagree with your policies. They say, well, she's probably gave neck along the way just to get where she's at. She's not the president. I've seen she's not a real black woman. Women look stupid following her.
Let me find out.
I see way more negative things. It's been like this through the whole campaign. It's not just now that the inauguration is here, but can't we just be happy just because she's a black woman?
So my question is, have you not seen just as many negative things as the other candidates as it is for her? She should get a pass.
That's true.
No, I'm not saying that. What I am saying is,
what are we saying?
I'm not saying that. What I am saying is, when people talk about Biden, they rarely talk about how he looks stupid just by what he's wearing.
No, they talk about him as if he's a pedophile. They call him creepy.
Yeah, definitely.
They call him fucking senile. They call him.
But you can't. Does that mean? But how often you don't have people going? They taking pride in him as a pedophile.
His nickname is creepy.
If the first thing you gotta attack is something about her body or her face or just assassinate her character when she hasn't at least earned it for what you're talking about, then why can't we? That says something. It's not much different for people disrespect black men and then black men go, oh, if I wasn't black, it's the same concept.
Right. So
can I say something? Sorry. Dion, I know what you're saying, but I think a lot of the criticism came because she was averaging a triple-double in arresting black men.
Yeah, that wasn't.
her being a prosecutor is where a lot of the at least the people that I know that were like had a huge problem with her.
If you disagree with her being a prosecutor, that's a very different thing. But even people who don't take qualms with that just find reasons to just hate her just because she's a black woman.
No, I definitely don't think it's because she's black. I think it's because it is of the position that she's in.
There are black people.
Everybody
that her doing black things is pandering. Why? For God's sake.
Well, she is pandering. Hold on, she is pandering.
Before she even got into politics, the woman went to an HBCU. She's around nothing but black people. Why the fuck? Like when she got off the plane with the Timbs on, like who the fuck thinks that she's pandering because she's wearing Timbs?
This is why we think she's pandering.
I'm going to tell you what.
Hold on. She lied about smoking weed and listening to Tupac.
How do you know she lied about that?
Because she named a year where Tupac wasn't even out. That's what everybody was saying. Like she was saying, so back in the time, I was listening to Tupac smoking weed. He wasn't even out yet.
You're just nitpicking.
So that's not.
It's also
she fucked that one up. That was her bad.
No, it's also very possible she fucked up the year. I mean, that's not like
a black woman.
What do you mean? I believe she's a black woman.
She's a black woman.
I would say she's a black woman. Yeah.
I would say she is too.
So
I thought she was an Asian woman.
I believe she's that too.
If
someone's
since when is West Indian Asian?
No, I thought her mom was from like India or something, right?
Well, I ain't gonna say she's not a black woman.
Yeah, I'm not doing all that.
Eric giving that face like Eric ain't fucking with Eric like she is not a black woman. Like I ain't saying I think she's a black woman, but me personally, I've never seen nobody talk about how the way she looks.
All I'm saying, she more ling ling than she is anything else.
Damn, but she's been getting that's fucked up. Dion look like she want to punch you right now, but
because that's what I'm saying. Like we can't ever just be like we just there's always something fucked up with.
But overall, I mean,
we can't ever just appreciate an accomplishment.
That's not
somebody's
true.
Black. That's
not true. See,
that is very true.
No, see, listen, we misconstrue jokes and having fun at somebody else's expense, unfortunately, with hating. People are going to joke. You're at the top. Just like LeBron James, you're at the top. People are going to nitpick and make fun of your hairline. Absolutely. Don't forget, Dion, this is a position of choice. You could just not run for fucking vice president. If you don't want to fucking be in this position where you get picked on.
Who said that she didn't want to be in the position? Who said that she didn't want to be in the position?
Because it's a job you choose. Don't nobody say, hey, you're going to be the vice president and there's nothing you can do about it.
You're misconstruing that because you said, like, what did you just say? Like, if you don't want to be, nobody said that she doesn't want to be in the job. She's never, obviously, she wants the job.
No, what I'm saying is don't take that job. Don't take that job if you can't take the ridicule. That's what I'm saying. Everybody knows.
Take the ridicule. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about appreciating the fact that she's just a Black woman. Like sometimes you can disagree and still appreciate the fact that you've grown up your whole life as a Black man or a Black woman, knowing that people tell you that you're not, just because of the way you look, you're not good enough. So sometimes I can disagree with you. I can not like something you said, but I can still appreciate and praise the fact that you're a Black woman who made goals and achieved them.
So let me make a statement because a lot of Black women feel like that. They probably listening going crazy right now. So let me make a statement. In totality, congratulations. It's a big deal that a Black woman is VP. That is wonderful. That is huge. That doesn't mean I have to agree with the Black woman in that position. It's all great that it's a Black woman in the position. That's wonderful. But do I disagree with Camilla in her ways? I absolutely do. I don't have to stand behind her just because she's a Black woman. I appreciate and I'm a rep that it's a Black woman in office, but I don't have to like the particular person. I don't.
I think in respect to what Dion, I think her overall point, what she was trying to say is, do Black and brown people, like, is there a fucking line though on the disrespect, right? Like, it's okay to be funny, but where is the line on the disrespect? Right. Especially if it's one of your own people there. So I think that's what she's so like, where's the line though? Like, how funny is it? Like, there's some shit that said that's like, incredibly disrespectful. So it's like, where's the line? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's that line? And it's true. It's hard to define where that line is.
Exactly. It is hard to see it. It is hard to see it. And it's hard to see it because it'll be the same comments over and over. And there's sort of a theme that runs through whenever we're talking about Black women. There's always the, obviously the ape monkey theme. And there's always the, what do you call it? Like, people think that she's a man theme. Like, it's always the same kind of thing in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it always just feels like damn, can we ever just appreciate something or look at someone and say she's beautiful?
Well, I think it's also that we're in the era where everything is extreme, right? The jokes don't have, so like back in the days, the jokes would like slowly get harder or more extreme. Now it's like 0 to fucking 60, because every race is like, who could throw the sickest meme out the fastest? You know what I mean? So I think that has a lot to do with it. The way people get information, the way people have to just go out and use internet. Like, the internet's a fucking weapon, man. You know what I'm saying? So I think that has a lot to do with it. You know, there's a lot to do with it.
Me personally,
look at Bernie. Look at fucking Bernie.
I mean, that's different. See, I mean, that's different. People's not taking that serious, though. But see, everybody's laughing about that. But I'm gonna tell you why. Because, and whatever, kill me for this, I don't care. Because it's Black women, it's going to be more sensitivity. Me personally, on my timeline, it's about 80% of the people on there that's saying great things about Camilla. You might see 20%, 15% saying something negative. But the fact that it's even at 20% saying something negative is the problem. But in reality, that's real life. That's every politician. But they want us just to be 100% positive. Yay, it's blah, blah, blah. And that's just not reality, because she has skeletons. She's not just with some just great Black woman like Maxine Waters coming in just with a positive rap sheet. She has framed people. She has put people in jail. She has targeted Black men, and she's sitting up there holding the hand of a pale guy. To me, I have my reservations about her, and that's just being honest.
Well, alrighty.
I have never seen her be called a man. I don't know where that came from. I've never seen her be called ugly. I've never seen her called anything like with her looks, but people have her tagged her record, and I think that's fair. I got a mic, so I'm gonna drop the line. Bring on the comments, motherfuckers. Bring on the comments, bring on the hates.
You got that.
I got a text coming. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
I think you put a pin in that masterfully. I'm not going front. It's you know, you made a really good argument for that shit too. It's, you know, I think I'm gonna end it with this. If you're Black or brown and you want to be a prosecutor, the smoke is coming. If you're gonna be in a vocation where you're locking up,
and that's why I think y'all are missing. No, it's not, and that's why I feel like y'all are missing what I'm saying. Because this, like I said, there's a theme. It's not just her. Look at Michelle Obama. God damn, she's never locked anybody up. That woman is like dragged through the mud constantly. And if somebody even think about posting something positive, you got at least half of the comments are gonna go haywire. And she doesn't have a prosecutorial record. She's not somebody.
I love her.
I don't see what you're talking about.
Attention.
If anyone in the first lady
groups, and there's 2 posts right now, and at least both of those groups where people were annihilating her.
Hold on, Dion. So I want to say one thing. Time out. I don't think you could take what's happening in these groups that are private as the overall end all be all.
Absolutely.
Because on my timeline where I see like real life or what's happening, I don't see none of that shit. They wanted her to be president. Her approval rating is higher than anyone's. So I know what you're saying, but a few donkeys on the internet don't make the popular.
It's definitely.
In my opinion, that's the minority.
I agree. I love Michelle. I remember I gave her a comment already, and I've never said nothing bad. I listened to her podcast, matter of fact. Shout out to Michelle. And I say something actually real strong. You know, I don't believe in politics, and I'm not into this political world and stuff, but if she actually ran for president, I would vote. Like, I believe in Michelle. Michelle's legit. Like, I have nothing bad to say about Michelle. Shout out to Michelle. You know what I'm saying?
Michelle,
and if Obama ever cheat on you, you know what I'm saying? Michelle, you know what I'm saying? First lady.
The first lady to catch the most jokes is you know, I think she's dead now, but was Barbara Bush. Man, they used to meme her face on the most shit.
Oh, that was dirty.
That shit used to be
That
hilarious.
was dirty because you're not supposed to make fun of the elderly, man. That's not cool.
Man, that shit, as a matter of fact,
That's not nice.
See,
that was like
no
beating
good.
up somebody. That's
Reverend
like clowning somebody grandma.
I might make me a joint tonight.
Reverend no good. See, that's the shit we talking about.
Well, on the flip side to Mrs. Obama and Vice President Harris, Black Lives Matter posted a video when it was a woman twerking in Washington. Did you guys see the first? Did any of you see the video?
Yeah, I watched that shit.
Yes.
Twice.
Yes. For research purpose. For research purposes only.
Oh yeah, exactly. I was so disgusted I had to watch it twice.
How was it, Chris?
Man, that shit was stupid, man. First of all, she had on American flag booty shorts. And the caption was twerk for MLK because it was on MLK's birthday.
Was she
so she was okay, so let me describe her. She was very chocolate. And she was slim thick. She wasn't super thick. She had a little bit. That's not the point, Eric. It was disrespectful. It was disrespectful. You see, you almost had me going. It was very disrespectful, and I didn't understand. Even though it wasn't their particular project, they still promoted it. So why would they think that was a good idea? That's what I don't get.
What made you think that it was disrespectful? Like, was it because it was in Washington? Because it was on Black Lives Matter page? Because twerking by itself typically doesn't make anyone think that.
Yes, it was absolutely because she was twerking. That shit was terrible.
Twerk for MLK.
So if she was good at twerking, it was fine. That's what I'm trying to find out. What specifically, like, if she was good at twerking,
she could have been no.
Right. So that's why I'm asking, what about it made it?
The act of twerking in and of itself. This time and fucking place. Time and place.
So, okay, so the location is what bothers
you don't go to a nice steakhouse. Right? Buttons up and start twerking out of fucking nowhere. It's the same place.
This is what I'm trying to understand. Was it because she's standing in the middle of Washington, or is it because Black Lives Matters on their page? I'm trying to figure out what specifically.
Because it was an MLK. It was MLK Day, and it was a tribute to MLK. And you don't tribute a fucking civil rights leader by twerking. It was stupid.
Yeah.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah. Now, if they was just in Washington on the statues and Maximus just twerking, that's you know what, make the twerk video. But the fact that you dedicated it to
let me give you my analogy. Picture it's Valentine's Day, and we're having a family dinner, and everybody's at the house, and in front of everybody, I got a little Valentine's gift for my lady, and I give her the gift, and she opens it, and it's a big black fucking dildo in front of the whole family. Same shit. She opens the gift, and in front of everybody is a fucking dick. We're all like, what the fuck?
Vic just mentioned 0 to 60.
That's how I explain it. Wrong fucking place, wrong fucking time. What the fuck on God's green earth made you think it was the right fucking idea to have her twerk out for fucking as a tribute to Martin Luther King?
Come on.
Oh, come on.
So, like, would you think?
Come on, man.
Come on now, MLK. Like that's a problem.
Motherfuckers got enough problems.
I got one
Jesus
question.
Christ. Dumbest shit ever.
Did you watch it twice?
I watched it twice. I ain't gonna lie.
So what was the caption?
I didn't watch it.
So like they didn't just post a video. What was the caption with it?
Twerk for MLK.
All right.
Oh yeah, it was.
That's the caption. Twerk for MLK.
No, it
was as shameless as I'm telling you it was.
So okay, so She was in front of the Washington Monument, right? So let me ask you guys this question. Let me just play devil's advocate. If everyone feels like the government is bullshit and no one takes the government serious, then why would anyone have a problem with her basically giving the government, because she's in front of the Washington Monument, not in front of the MLK statue. She's actually in front of the Washington Monument. So if everyone feels like the government is bullshit, nobody trusts the government, then what difference does it make the fact that she's twerking?
I like the way you think,
I'm
going to answer that, because the optics, when you see it, nobody's thinking about the government. All they're thinking about is twerk for MLK. That's why. No one's seeing that angle. No one's thinking about that. So they're reacting to what they see. The optics are so powerful that they're not going to see that.
Here's what Black Lives Matter put their caption with the video. They say, "This was a twerk on Washington is a declaration of freedom and healing. They're advocating for the decolonization of over-sexualized Black women's bodies to reclaim an ancient sacred dances of liberation and wellness." The caption is pretty long, but that's part of it.
Yeah.
So two things about that. One, the original, the actual caption for the original video that she made was twerk for MLK. But the fact that, not her, I'm talking about the original person who posted it, because it wasn't right. So the fact that they started off with that bullshit about over-sexualizing Black women, but you're reposting a Black woman twerking in American booty shorts for MLK. See, that's that bullshit, and this is my problem. This is why people don't take y'all serious a lot of time. The Black Lives Matter
before you go on this Black woman rant, let me help you. Let me correct you, because what it
He's
says,
not talking about Black women.
He's Black Lives Matter.
He was about to go on the over-sex, but what it actually says is advocating for the decolonization of over-sexualizing Black women's bodies. So it kind of goes with what they're saying. Right, so like the point is to allow women to be free. That's if they change their caption.
So we're against the sexualizing of our women, and to as a symbol of that, we're gonna put them in booty shorts and have them shake their fucking ass all over this camera.
No, I think what they're saying is
dedicated to MLK.
Trying to. What'd you say?
The whole problem with everything was the fact that they dedicated it to MLK. It was twerk for MLK. And just be honest, that's like somebody having a lowrider with MLK painted on the hood, and it's a female twerking her ass on the hood. That's some hood rat shit. See, I'm a Black man, so I keep it 100, be blunt. They was out there doing hood rat shit. That's hood rat shit.
It is the same. Let me tell you something. It is the same thing as the motherfucking DJ or the club handing out flyers with MLK with jewels on, talking about MLK weekend is popping. And they've got a fucking picture of MLK hooded out with jewels all over him. It's the same shit.
That's right.
It's the same shit. It is the same shit. It is way too much. It's way too much poetic justice on things that need to be a little bit more fucking buttoned up and sacred. There's certain shit you need to not fucking touch. There's certain shit that don't need to be part of your little fucking marketing plan or whatever the fuck you need to do. It used to be like that.
The first thing I thought about was
to be like that. Not anymore.
If MLK saw this, how would he feel? Would he feel disrespected? That's the first thing I said. To keep it honest, would he feel disrespected or would he feel honored?
Well, it depends on which MLK you're talking about, right? Because a lot of people believe that he loved the ladies and that he had several. So.
But he loved them in private and not in public.
Depends on which one you're talking about.
He loved them in private and not in public. So publicly, he would have disagreed with this shit. He was no fool.
I was that could have called me off. Dion said it was okay. You know, watching videos maybe 2 to 3 times.
I got a 6-shooter rebuttals always on me. Always on me.
Shout out to the great Martin Luther King, man. Jeez.
Hey, shout out to MLK. My birthday's right before his. So every MLK weekend for me it's a celebration, bitches.
See, I think he wouldn't mind this. I think he wouldn't mind a cheers and a salute.
So,
see, that's how you do it, respectable.
Cheers to my guys. Cheers to my guy. To this day, we ain't seen another one.
Yeah, ladies.
Actually,
don't shake your ass for Dr. King. Shake your ass for me. I'm just saying. I'm sorry, I had to get that out there. It's better ways to do it, not Dr. King.
On my end, I'm gonna say, shake it where you want to because it's yours. It belongs to you. If you want to,
You know what? I'm tired of this.
Embarrass yourself, then embarrass yourself. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? So do what you do.
What I'm gonna say is,
that was backhanded compliment.
If you're gonna shake it to where they're paying the most, boo. That's the right thing to do.
On the internet.
See, don't believe that advice. Don't believe that advice.
Boo boo. I'm gonna have. I'll charge y'all. I'll charge y'all $99.99 to show you how you get an OnlyFans and a minimum of 30 subscriptions at $5.99 because these perverts is paying, bitches. They paying like they weigh.
This nigga Vic got OnlyFans. That's what it sounds like.
I'm peeping. No, Vic's like I don't know if you ever watch Game of Thrones, but Vic's the dude. What's his name? Varys, the bald dude.
Yeah, one with no penis.
People just whisper. People just whisper in my ear. Just whispers. I just get a lot of whispers. Just people just like to tell me
no balls, no penis. So you want to be the dude that has no balls and no penis?
No.
Hollywood Vic in the building.
No. No. But you ain't shit for picking that fact out. I was talking about the fact that he's the master of secrets. He's the master of secrets.
This is crazy, but it took me a minute to realize that the what you call it, Jamie, the Lannisters are twins. They're sister and brother. I had to watch this shit a second time. That's some.
Get the fuck out of here! Yeah, it was It was the reason why he pushed old boy off the balcony.
Yeah, that's what made the whole shit.
It's really the reason for everything.
It's the reason for everything. But I missed that the first time I watched it. I had a hard time watching the shit.
I see by the looks on y'all faces, the smiles. I'm the only one that think that show is overrated. I think.
What? It's easily one of the greatest shows on television. I think it's.
Yeah.
So
I would mute your little box if I could for that.
Mm-hmm.
My bad.
I think that's disgusting. I don't know. You're supposed to be protecting your siblings, not. That's just disgusting. Would y'all let your sister or brother date one of your friends?
I mean, I personally wouldn't. I wouldn't let it. I wouldn't let it. But if it's the other way around,
what if he came to you and was like, "Yo, your sister, yo."
Fuck no! Get the fuck out of here! Don't even ask me again.
So this question it's weird, right? Because I'm 49, right? So right now, my youngest, first of all, my older sister, shit, we recorded, right? My older sister, that bitch crazy. So good luck. You wanna fuck with her? She'll whoop your ass. So my younger sister is there. My second youngest sister is in her 20s. So if your sister's a grown woman, then typically that's probably a lot lighter. But if you're talking about your boy, also, if these are dudes I'm hanging out with in my prime and we hanging out, fuck no. Like my homies are some savages. There's no way they're getting anywhere near. And on top of that, they would never dare to ask. They wouldn't fucking know.
Yeah, no, my homies ain't asking me to date my fucking.
They fucking know. You ain't asking me that shit.
Behind your back.
It'd be hell no back then. It'd be a hell no now.
Yeah, and there would be a price to pay for all of that shit.
It's a double standard though. I ain't gonna lie. Because if it's the other way around, if it's me fucking with her friends, I'm not asking for permission. She got some fine ass friends. I'm taking that risk.
Here's the deal. Deal though. Here's the deal. If he's a G though, he asks, and I won't be mad that he asked, but I'll be like, "The fuck is wrong with you?" Like,
That's
like
facts.
you better go beat off and go find a lookalike and get the fuck out of here.
And look, I'm on the other end of the spectrum with this shit. I would not do that shit to my motherfucking friends. My brothers and sisters are some fucking savages. They would destroy a person.
Yeah.
That's what I was just saying. Like
I would never let my friends, nigga. I would warn them. I was like, nigga,
right,
own risk.
Listen,
Remember, I'm telling you no.
Where I'm from, them motherfuckers already know anyway.
Yeah,
we for the streets. They seen it all in action.
I think about that with my daughters.
Playing out.
When dudes be like trying to highlight, they be like, "Oh man, Lexus or Jasmine." Da, 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 da. I'd be like, "Bro, you better be ready for what you get yourself into, because they crazy, they savages." So I wouldn't dare. Somebody came up to me trying to get me to hook them up with my daughters. I'd be like, "Good luck." They probably good luck. Yep.
You got to be a strong soul.
You got to be a strong motherfucker to do that. Yep.
And shout out to my little sister too. We was all on Zoom the other day. We watched her get sworn in as a lawyer officially.
Oh,
that's right. She passed the bar, right?
Yeah. So congratulations. Shout out to you, Ebony. It's been a long journey. You made it though. I already knew you was gonna make it, but so I'm gonna call you whenever I get to the instance of shit.
Huge deal.
A black woman.
Every cop that pulled me over and be like, "My sister's a lawyer, bitch." Every time.
Huge deal. One of the hey, listen.
Now, what if she becomes a prosecutor and she starts locking dudes up? Oh, that's the next segment. We got to do that. It's time to go. We ran out of time. Because then I'm gonna keep it 100. Because then if it's your sister, then it's like, well, she was doing her job.
We can talk about that next week. We can talk about that next week.
Some of them probably was guilty.
We'll see y'all next week.
Peace out, y'all.
Dion with the body shot to end the pod.
Man, that was cold. Boom. That was cold.
That was Cesar Chavez worthy.
Cold. That's what happens with black women. I'm telling you, when y'all know, if you know us, I guess that's like in general. If you know us, then it's like, well, she did that.
Man.
But if it's somebody you don't know, it's easy to be like, man, fuck her.